Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We are continuing drafting Wilds of Eldraine today, early on in the Wilds of Eldraine season. Today will be draft number 2, not counting early access and live streams. Already having fun with the format. Spoiler alert for the first video that we've posted here on Wednesday. Boy was it great. We had probably what might be the best deck I'm going to draft all format. Went a clean, not clean I guess, a 7-1 and lost only to an insane draw from the opponent there, and the only loss was 7-1 on Wednesday. Can we follow it up with another one? I don't know, probably not, but we're going to do our best. We're drafting Wilds of Eldraine here, having a great time. I'm going to see you in Pack 1 Pick 1. And here we are with a pretty good rare, I'd say. X and a red for a sorcery. Create X 1/1 black rat creatures but they can't block, and creatures you control get haste until end of turn. I don't know how good this card actually is. I'm a little bit lower on the red-black rats deck than, early on. I love me a Hamlet Glutton. I think this is going to be my card of the format until people get onto the fact of how good it is. But we drafted green on Wednesday, and we're going to see if maybe we can find our way into red with a Song of Totentans. Pack 1, Pick 1. Alright, what do we got? Pack 1, Pick 2. The Princess Takes Flight is moving up and up and up in my pick order. 3 mana, exile up to 1 target creature. Chapter 2, you get +2/+2 and flying on a creature. And Chapter 3 doesn't exist because you bargain this away before Chapter 3 happens. And you just get to exile a creature, get +2/+2 and flying. That's how this card works. There's also Tough Cookie, which is interesting. I don't know if I want to take it over something like Ratcatcher Trainee, which is also, it goes outstandingly with Song of Totentans. 2 mana, 2/1, first strike on your turn. And it has an adventure for 3 mana at instant speed, create 2 rats. I think I'm going to take this just to stay red and cut red here. I think Princess Takes Flight is the best card in this pack. But that kind of makes me, branch out a little bit. And Song is similarly powerful to the Princess Takes Flight there. So what can we follow this up with? Lord Skitter's Butcher, 3 mana, 2/3. When it ETBs, you make a rat, or you can sack another creature to scry to draw a card, or creatures you control get menace until end of turn. The only red card is Unruly Catapult, and I don't think that's going to go very well with our start. There is Picklock Prankster as well, much more in a blue-black deck, but Lord Skitter's Butcher seems totally fine here, and we have, just about as good of a start to a red-black rat deck that you could want. Oh boy, Raid Bombardment. If there's a deck for it, it's going to be this, right? 3 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 less attacks, this deals 1 damage to the opponent. There's also Harried Spearguard and Witch's Mark and Edgewall Pack and Rat Out. All of these are cards I'd put into this deck, but Raid Bombardment seems like it could do some serious work in a deck like this. Pick 5, High-Fae Negotiator. Outstanding card. 5 mana, 3/5 flying. And it has Bargain, and if you bargain it, you drain them for 3. It's just great. I do very much like Harried Spearguards as well. And I would have loved to take the last 2, but when you've got cards as good as High-Fae and Raid Bombardment here, I think you got to take them. Okay. There's Minstrosity, there's Merry Bards, Grabby Giant, and Grand Ballguest, none of which I think are going to be great in this style of deck. Grand Ballguest could be okay. 2 mana, 2/2 Celebration, +1/+1, and Trample. And we're going to be celebrating probably pretty often with this deck. Mary Bards might be a little expensive. I'll take the Ball Gas, but I'm not thrilled about including it here. Black is drying up. Can take another Ball Guest. Continue to cut red. I think we're going to get hooked up in pack 2 here, though. We are definitely cutting red and black. Although I do not think black is open at all, unfortunately. We did get a Butcher and a Negotiator. There were a ton of black cards in that one pack, so maybe we've opened or gotten past a couple of unlucky packs here. I guess we cut red again. There's nothing here that makes me want to move into a different color. See, now we get all black and red cards. Very strange. They are all very bad black and red cards, but they are all black and red. Red Cap Thief, 3 mana, 2/3, make a treasure. Wicked Visitor, Not Dead After All. All of these cards are just kind of whatever. I guess Ball Guest into Red Cap Thief isn't that bad, but I'm probably not wanting to play any of those cards, if we're being honest. Nothing here. I do like Moment of Valor. Knightly Valor is a little expensive, but it does do some work. I'll take Moment of Valor in the event that we get pushed off one of these colors here. Could potentially go red-white. If black really is that cut. I don't think we're going to be wheeling any of those Harried Spear Guards, unfortunately, as much as I might like to. The only red card in pick 3 did wheel. So I'll just continue to cut that here. I don't think I'm playing a Scream Puff. There we go. Witch's Mark wheeled. A card I could definitely put into my deck. And then some blue and white here. So early on in pack 2, I think we're looking for potentially very strong black cards to just kind of stake our hold in black, play 7 or 8 black cards, and then fill out the rest with red. Or just continue to take good red cards. Monstrosity's not the end of the world, I guess. So what else do we have here? We've got Virtue of Knowledge, which is not great in limited. There is a Hopeless Nightmare, though, and I think this card is incredible. 1 mana, they discard a card, lose 2 life, and then it becomes bargain fodder, of which we have High Fate Negotiator right now, and that is it. But we will likely pick up some more. There's also a Minecart Daredevil, probably a card I would play in this deck. There's Fairy Fencing, but it's a little bit of a overcosted removal spell, if not in fairies. Still fine, I would play one if this wheeled. But let's take Hopeless Nightmare here. Ooh, what does this one do? So 2 mana instant, deal 2 to anything. And then 5 mana, whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may exile that many cards top of your library and can play those cards. So, is that better than Stab Wound or Frantic Firebolt or Rat Out? The 2 mana deal 2 to any target basically is what I'm looking at. Raid Bombardment goes really well with the other side of the Virtue. So does High Fate Negotiator? No, that doesn't deal damage. Stab Wound is good, but we're going to be attacking, and this is less good if they can just chump with that creature. Let's try Virtue. No idea if it's going to be great, but let's try it here. Okay, there's a Charade, but we are not in those colors, as good as this card is. I think this is a pretty clear cut-in for us. 4 mana, deal 4. Sorcery speed, make a young hero onto a creature you control. Seems fine. There's a Cooped Up as well. Stroke of Midnight. There's some good white, but cut-in seems fine for us. Candy Grapple. There we go. Pick 4. So we are getting the hookup in black. There's also a Ratcatcher Trainee, which is a card I would, again, love to have, but I've got to take the Candy Grapple. Best common in the set. Vampiric Rites can sack a creature, gain a life, and draw a card. It's probably not bad. There's also Minecart Daredevil, Grabby Giant. Let's take the Vampiric Rites, and if we end up with like a ton of rats, maybe this is actually playable. Now we've got a Wicked Visitor, a Minecart Daredevil, and a Candy Trail and an Evolving Wilds, I guess. I guess I'll take the Daredevil here. It's like a little bit more of a beefed up Rimrock Knight from original Eldraine, for those of you that remember that card. Spearguard, awesome. Pick 7 Spearguard. So I think red is open enough that we can take this, and I think this is very good. There's a little bit of a late Ruby, but that's okay. We'll take Harried Spearguard here. Probably not looking to play Monstrosity. Obviously not Moment of Valor at this point. And there's a couple other cuts we could have. I'm looking at Daredevil and Thief here. But let's see what else comes. There's a Rat Out, as well as another Witch's Mark. 3 bowls of porridge. Not great. Wicked Visitor, probably not for this deck. Witch's Mark, I don't know if I'd play 2, but let's take a Rat Out. Gets us another rat here. Looking for a few more of the... Man. I mean, all these cards are coming back now, so I guess our deck is open. Dark Tutelage, I think, is a very, very dangerous card. I guess I can take a Not Dead After All here. What's our curve looking like? Not bad. Firebolt, how much do we have? We have 3 instants, 3 sorceries. I like a Firebolt. Potentially better than Flick a Coin. Let's take a Firebolt here. I'm going to go ahead and cut the Slinger. That's a late Celebrant. Do very much like Celebrant, but I'll cut Slinger here. Probably looking to cut these 2 cards right now, and then everything else looks like it's probably staying. Vampiric Rites probably out right now. Maybe even Not Dead After All. This is a late stopgap. Don't know about Merry Bards. Maybe. We've got some options we can include. But these are the cards I'm thinking is more than likely gonna be the base of the deck for now. Would like some more Rat Makers to make Raid Bombardment better. Let's see what we can find in pack 3. Alright, Imadane's Recruiter. Probably not. I mean, I think I would still play this card, even though I can't cast Train Troops. But I don't know if it's better than, you know, just like a random Monstrous Rage, or Rowan's Grim Search, or... I think Monstrous Rage is better than all these commons. I probably would play a Rowan's Grim Search in this deck. And I don't think Recruiter wheels, but Monstrous Rage is just really good. Ooh, tough pick here. Belligerent of the Ball. How many creatures do we have? 6? Wow. Versus Candy Grapple. I think I'm going to take the Candy Grapple over the Belligerent here. That could definitely be wrong. But Candy Grapple's just very, very good. Another Rage. 6 creatures? Really? We have a lot of rats, though. Let's take another Rage. I guess Rat Out here. Yeah, I don't like the Battle Garb. Would love another Ratcatcher trainee or 2. Sugar Rush. I mean, it works with all of our attacking rats. We are getting cut hardcore in pack 3. Pack 2, we got the goods, but pack 3, I think our neighbor, or even both of our neighbors, might be in black-red. Neighbors to the right. Ooh, another Hopeless Nightmare. Okay. Aggravated Assault, not worth it in limited. Rat out, flick a coin. I'll take another Nightmare, though. It's another way to push some damage. 2 more picks to find a trainee or a spear guard or a belligerent to the ball or something. We have double grapple, double nightmare, which goes very well with each other. Firebolt over Monstrosity. We already have a Monstrosity if we want to put it in, so I'll take another Firebolt. Got a ton of removal in this deck, which is great. Currently have 12 spells. Sure. I don't know how good Raid Bombardment's going to be. We've got... Yeah, not playing any of this. So we struck out on kind of more trainees and things. Daredevil, Flick a Coin, Sweet Tooth, which we're not really a food deck. I guess I'll take the Daredevil and probably put some of these creatures in here. Just have to figure out which ones. We don't actually have that many rats. We have a butcher. We have, I guess the song mates a bunch of them. 2 rat outs, a spear guard, and a trainee. And that's it. So our deck definitely wasn't open here. Can probably play a Daredevil. And then probably play maybe a Merry Bards. Makes our rats better. I'm not thrilled with this deck, though. I'll tell you that. So, I think I would like to go 17 land, or 16 lands. So, currently 7 creatures. So, the other creatures we could play are Monstrosity, which dies into a food. Skewer Slinger, which I don't think is a card we want. A Merry Bards, a second Daredevil, and a Thief. We have High Fey Negotiator and 2 Candy Grapples as our only bargain cards here. And our bargain fodder include all of the rats, double Hopeless Nightmare, a couple of roll tokens, Raid Bombardment. I mean, every creature we have is going to basically be attacking and dealing damage at this point. And Raid Bombardment on the battlefield with Song of Totentans for like 5 just deals 5 to the face, which is great. The Thief triggers Raid Bombardment as well, so maybe I'll just try a Thief over a Merry Bards and run it back like this and not be super thrilled with it. Yeah, we'll see if this can actually do anything here. It has the ability to steal some games for sure. It has some strong starts, but also lacking a little bit of reach here. So we'll try this out. Let's run it back in the queue. See you in game 1. All right, we'll start on the draw here, and I guess we can just remove all of their first 3 creatures. Why not? What can go wrong with that? So we'll start... I gotta move the camera here. We'll start with holding up Rat Out. Okay, can't kill that. Red Cap Thief. Okay. They have another card? Fairy Dream Thief. Okay, so we can rat out that. Just gonna do it now so they can't sacrifice it or anything. And then I could Witch's Mark my rat? Or I could just hold up Candy Grapple. I'm not blocking because I can't. Let's do this here. I'll get rid of the land. We'll draw some more at some point here. Got our 2/2 rat now. Our Firebolt already deals 5, which is just great. Probably going to have to be thieving or killing their red cap thief here. I'm sure they're not blocking. Didn't think so. Go ahead and kill their thief now. And then end the turn here. Okay, they get to draw their card. Black-red v black-red. Now I wish I would have been able to hold up removal for that, obviously. Maybe I should have just waited. I'm worried about them sacrificing things or something, but I got a 2-for-1 them. Would have been great, but we'll still get to kill it here. Okay, that resolves. I can push through extra 2, 3, 4, 5 damage here, put them down to 10. That doesn't seem worth it. I'll just hold up Firebolt for 7. So when this goes to the graveyard, they lose a life. We can replace this with a monster roll to ping them for 1 at some point. No other ways to loot, right? We already used our Witch's Mark. So I think playing the lands seem okay in case we draw Song of Totentans at some point. Yeah, can't do anything about that. We have 3 mana, kill anything. Oof. Fiery Emancipation. Okay. We will just continue to draw every single land in our entire deck here. We are at half. Warehouse Tabby. I don't think that's worth killing, unfortunately. Alright, well, I guess I have to just play this. Triple that damage. Okay. So this is going to hit us for 6. Guess that means I have to do this. Sure. Yeah, let's keep drawing lands. Up to 9. We've only got 7 left in the deck. Not exactly the synergy piece we need right now, although Song of Totentans off the top might just be lethal. But no, let's keep drawing lands. Just 6 left in the whole darn deck. I think they've got a removal spell. Okay. That's some card draw with Raid Bombardment now, but I'm worried that they've got a removal spell here, so I'm not just going to play this out as the 5 mana card. Can hold up 2 mana. It also is an instant to deal 2 damage to any target here. Yeah, here comes the removal. Oh, they're just using this to scry 1. Interesting. Okay. Sure. They will keep it on top. Let's see what it is. Sure. I can virtue that. We might have lethal here. Yeah, I think we might have actually had lethal in some way or another. Interesting. Okay. Well, that ended up working out, even though we drew, like, basically every land in our deck. So did they. They had 5... They actually had 1 more land than we did, so... I don't think I'm going to 15, but we'll see. Alright, we're on the draw again. This would be outstanding if we had a swamp in hand. We can still play Ballgast here. We're on the draw. I think I'm going to keep it because we have a play we can make. And we are on the draw as well. If I was on the play, I don't think I would keep this. But now the hand's perfect, so we're good to go. Getting rid of Splashy Spellcaster. Okay. Go ahead and play Ballgast. I don't think I'm playing Sugar Rush to kill this as long as they have mana up. Oh, they have nothing. Okay, now I can actually do something here. So, would I rather Monstrous Rage or Sugar Rush? I think I would rather Sugar Rush. They could have a counterspell, which would kind of be annoying. Let's see. Ah, they do have a counterspell. Guess I could still rage after this. I guess it was just a matter of which one did I want countered. Spell Stutter. Yep, there it is. So then I guess I just do this. Doesn't feel great. I probably would have rather had the Monstrous Rage countered. I should have thought about that. Kill the Ballgast. Oh, tap the Ballgast. Make it cursed. Sure. What kind do I have on there? Monster? Do I replace it with Wicked? Seems fine to me. Lets me draw 2 cards here. Alright, deal the damage. Transmuter coming down. Probably Candy Grappling that. With Bargain. Sacrificing this here. We get a Scry. Yeah, Butcher seems okay. It gives us a rat that we can then sacrifice to Negotiator and Bargain here. I think I'd be fine drawing that. Also pumps up our Ballgast with 1 card here. Let's make a rat. Oof, that's brutal. Card is really good. 4 mana, 2/3. Each opponent discards a card. So let's go ahead and get Celebration here. Attack on in. Is it worth throwing away a rat to get pushed through 2 more damage? I think that seems okay. Let's get in with everything. They go to 7. Play a trainee. Spreading Seas. Sure. And everything is held back, unfortunately. Can't really... I mean, I could attack with everything, push through 4 points of damage, and then 2 things die. Maybe it was worth attacking there? Well, that does some work. So this has first strike here, so I can actually... Wait, did I just... Yeah, I just 100% missed lethal. Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. They're at 1. They're not going to draw a board wipe, are they? No, no. Okay. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Sure, they're still dead. There we go. See? Never didn't have it. I just like making things a little bit more difficult on myself. That's all I like doing. Alright, we're good. 2-0. Let's keep going. Alright, you know how it goes here. We play the aggro deck. We go on the draw 3 times in a row. We'll keep this hand. We got Rat out into Ballguest. See if they play in X1 or not. No, not quite. But we're going to play Ballguest here, and then if we miss a land drop, we might have to Witch's Mark our Ballguest as long as they don't have mana up. Okay, good for you. So whenever it blocks or become blocked, it deals 1 damage to that creature. Okay, so we can block it, and it won't kill it. Sure. Oh! Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Well, everything, like, today's the day, everything is fine. I don't know why I didn't realize that this would also deal 1 damage to it, so yeah. Sure. Okay. I gotta kill the Ginger Brute. Pretty sure. I should have done that pre-combat. Today is just the day of making mistakes. Let's see how high we can go while making mistakes. Here comes Monstrous Rage. So we are basically just dead. Oh, what a day. Alright. Candy Grapple Ginger Brute holding up Monstrous Rage here, I guess. Would let us block the Slinger. I gotta kill the Ginger Brute. Because that's just going to continue to hit us for 3 every single turn. And in order to come back from this here, we kind of have to take a couple of risks. And I think one of those risks include Monstrous Raging up the Ballguest. Now, had I not punted like 14 trillion times already in this game alone, maybe we'd be fine. But let's see if they get to 2 for 1 us here. Looks like they do. Well, at least trades. So there is that. Which doesn't feel great, but they did draw a card off Flick a Coin, so we are about 14 cards too low here. We're not under a ton of pressure at the moment, so I feel like I can get away with playing Raid Bombardment here. They were either mana screwed or mono red. Alright, well that'll do it. Lost to Decadent Dragon. Yeah. I don't think I'm discarding a card. We have to outrace a dragon now? Yeah. Now we're dead next turn. Or this turn. I don't even know. I haven't done the math. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, well, good news is they played a dragon, so all of our punts didn't matter, so we were going to lose anyway. So, at least there's that. But let's go ahead and clean this up. Hey, look, we get to go first this time. Yeah, seems okay. We've got Rat out. Embereth Blaze into Redcap Thief. That is annoying. Here's something I can do. I can play Rat out just to get a 1/1. Next turn I can play Firebolt to kill the Fawn so they can't ramp here. I could have also used Rat out and Virtue of Courage on my own turn to do that. I could do that now as well. Is that better? That makes Firebolt better for next turn. I don't think they block here, but let's see. Didn't think so. So then now I Rat out and Virtue, which means I wasted the first Rat out. Maybe today's just not my day. Just, you know, everybody has those days where you're just kind of like playing and it's like, wait, what did I just do? Ugh. All right, let's go. Another mana screwed opponent or another monocolored opponent. One of the two. We'll see. Firebolt now kills basically anything. Okay. Guess we'll just play Redcap Thief then. Scarecrow Guide could help them get out of their mana screw here. They might have... Let's see. Guide and Vanguard is great. Maybe they're just mono green and had to fill in with the guide just to have another creature. I'm sure they'll trade with Thief. Makes sense. And then I guess we'll go ahead and just play our Ball Guest here. And kind of out of gas. We have another removal spell. Okay, they found their second color. There's the Werefox, and still have green protection up, which I do not like. Could be the +1/+1, the royal treatment, I suppose. So do I just trade Firebolt for royal treatment, or... Yeah, they definitely have royal treatment in hand, so I'm not sure how to get around this. Could put the Wicked Roll on this. I'd like to be able to loot something away. So I'm just going to pass here. Nope, okay. And a Plains, interesting. Keep looking in their graveyard for something. Looking at Scarecrow Guide, trying to bring it back or something. Vanguard can get back by itself whenever an enchantment enters. Sure. Now they play that, and then they can play Scarecrow Guide as well? Or will they hold up Royal Treatment still? No, they're just going to hold up Royal Treatment. Can't block it. I mean, I could, but I won't. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I think that means I have to do this now. I guess I trade Ballgast for Woodland Acolyte. I very much prefer to have the Wicked Roll be able to discard a card to draw two. And I think I'll hold the Song in the event that we draw Raid Bombardment or something like that. Okay. Let's go to attacks first. And I guess we're playing Butcher. I think I'm going to sack a rat to scry 2 and draw. Both of these seem okay. Don't mind another land here. They have removal for the Butcher. If so, they didn't want to use it. Now they will. And then cast Duelist. Yep. Okay. And then still hold up Royal Treatment here. I know this is an instant, but I'm going to go ahead and play Trainee right after I cast this as well. Instants and sorceries they control have lifelink now. Okay. Not bad. So I go to attacks here. If I try to Sugar Rush to draw a card and they kill the creature, I mean, next turn I can just play Song and potentially just kill them. I'd put them to 4 if they don't have anything. We know they have Royal Treatment here, so they have to have a removal spell in these other 2 cards for Sugar Rush to not work out here. And they're gonna want to use it on a rat, potentially, if they have removal. See if they do that. It basically gains them 3 life and makes me discard a card if they kill this rat in like a roundabout way. Because they would take 3 or 4 life, because they would take 4 less damage, and I would not draw the card if they chose to kill this rat here. And they did. And it had lifelink, so that hurts. So this might have been what they had all along. Yeah, now we have to take 5. They're at 14 now. Witch's Mark. I never really want to discard any of these cards here. Okay, now I have to hold Trainee back. And now they don't have anything. So they don't have Royal Treatment. It was Stone Splitter Bolt there that they had. So I have to hold back Trainee and trade it? Can I take 5 here? Can I afford to do that? If I attacked with everything, they go to 10. I kill this creature. Next turn, I draw a land. I play this for 5, and I hit them for 9. It's still not lethal. So I'm going to trade with the Trainee here. Nothing. Okay, I guess I'll do this then. Nothing at all. Huh. Okay. What do they have in their hand? Can they kill me? Somehow? They even had the Scarecrow guide if like all their cards are like blue or black or something. That was strange. Not exactly sure what they had there. Probably could have played it a little bit tighter on my end, but it ended up working out. Alright, another pretty good starting hand here. Hopeless Nightmare on 1 enables Candy Grapple to kill anything it wants to at any point. And we've got a couple of rat outs as well. Got all of the removal here. Hamlet Glutton to the graveyard. Okay. Barrow Naughty. I guess I will just pass. I might Candy Grapple with Bargain anyway, just to scry 2. This thing that has lifelink. As long as it controls another fairy, okay. Sure. Alright, we'll pass it back again, I guess. Can always cut in this thing. Oh, they're just gonna pump. I guess I could just kill it at this point. What do they have now? Oh, the feigned death kind of thing? Yeah, not dead after all. Okay. So now we're gonna cut in on that on our turn more than likely. We could rat out right now and firebolt on our turn to save cut in for, we could put the roll on a rat at the very least. These rat outs aren't doing a lot. They've been less than impressive for me here so far. I don't know why I didn't just play cut in either. Think I'm just playing a 3-mana 4/2 here and trying to put on some pressure. They might have Candy Grapple or some sort of removal spell, but I'm not doing anything else, so... Sure. Now our rat out does something. Let's get a card out of your hand, because why not? Leyline of Abundance. Interesting. Okay. Wonder what they have now. They still have priority. I'm not going to not attack, though. Okay, they go to 8. That should be fine. Seems okay here. Give our creatures menace next turn. I'm going to cut in this turn. Give the roll here. Hit for 7, I suppose. Go to 1. And that should do it. Alright, still playing slightly loose here. I don't know what's going on with me today. My mind might be elsewhere, I don't know, but we're getting wins, so I guess you can't complain that much. Okay, we go first. Removal, 3-drop. Combat trick, 3-drop. Seems good to me. I just love when rat outs kill X1s. It's just great. Does so much work. Unassuming Sage. Sure. We'll go ahead, I think, just play this and make a rat here. Now this rat can trade for basically anything with the help of Ride the Rails. Clearly have a combat trick here. No need to run into that when we've got plenty of tricks and removal of our own. Sure. I guess I have the grapple here. We know they have a trick, so if I plan on killing something this turn, I should probably do it before they have some sort of big pump spell. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this while they're tapped out here now. And then still hold up Rat Out if they play an X1 or something. Hopeful Vigil, that is a good one. And then hold up their trick, whatever it is. Interesting. Alright, so let's start by getting something out of their hand here. We do have Minecart Daredevil and Rat Out to potentially, like, mess up their trick. Get rid of a land. See what they use. Double strike. So they still trade, but at least they aren't left behind with a 2/2 here. They have a land. They can just play a 5/4 menace, which is going to be a problem for us, notably. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So we can push a ton of damage with Monstrous Rage here. Just make this thing a hit for 4 this turn. They go to 9 next turn. We're hitting them with 4 additional rats and a 4/2. If they just play Two-Headed Hunter, they're at 9. They block this. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So it's still not dead. Maybe this is the way we have to try to trade for Hunter here. They're going to hit us for 4 next turn, which I don't like. So should I trade? I don't think I trade, because I'm going to have to... You can hit me for 9 next turn, which would be lethal. Right? So if I just attack with everything next turn, they hit me back for 9. That wouldn't work. So then I guess we do this. Okay. Let's just do this here then. Lethal next turn if they don't have removal. Or another creature, and even if they do, they need a creature and removal because we've got an extra 3 damage coming next turn if we want it. Song of Totentans has been impressive, gotta say. I mean, it's just a lot of damage out of nowhere, and they stick around too. Rat Out has been slightly less than impressive. Either roping us or thinking hard here. Okay, there you go. Go to 6. Sack the Vigil, scry 2. I mean, if they just top deck a land, if they keep a land on top and play the Hunter, we win. So, they did keep 1 on top. Let's see what it is. Okay. Oh, jeez. Well, that's a ridiculous draw. Woof. All right. Monstrous Rage for the win. I probably could have put it on the other ones, but like it doesn't matter. We won many different ways with double Rage in hand. All right, we're up first again. Turn 1 Hopeless Nightmare, a couple removal spells. No reason to send this one back. Discarding a Forest, playing a Swamp and Dream Thief with Rat Out on our side of the battlefield. You'll love to see it. I can kill the 2-mana 1/3 Mana Dork here if they play it. Fell Horseman getting back Dream Thief. Okay. I guess we're just sacrificing Nightmare end of turn here. Could have left it there for bargain fodder, but I mean, getting the extra scry here doesn't seem bad. Okay, these are interesting. Let's keep it like this. That way next turn we can play Ballgast and hold up Sugar Rush if for some reason we have to. Following turn we've got Raid Bombardment. Okay. Now, next turn we've got Bombardment and Sugar Rush here, depending on what they play. Create a Wicked Roll attached to the Dream Thief. Sure. And then pass again. Interesting. Alright, well, let's play Bombardment here. Start pushing that damage. See if they killed Ballgast now. I expect them to. Yeah, can't do anything about that. One mana -3/-3 instant speed. Pretty good if you're in a fairies deck or have enough fairies to make it worth it. Sure. So let's attack. We'll trade here and draw the card. Don't think I need to rage. So I'll hold up Bolt and more likely Pest Problem here. Scarecrow Guide, okay. I can push a lot of damage if I kill the guide, but I don't think I need to. So I'm just gonna offer the trade here. Sure. And will they kill the other one? Royal Treatment. It's not going to work out exactly like you wanted it to. Auto Tapper got me there. I wish I could have held up both of these. I could have Monstrous Rage this, give it Trample, hit for more, and play Trainee here. But I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to go ahead and play Trainee. Next turn we've got Bolt and Rage if we want it. So there's ways to push damage here. Sure. That's also great. Now we can just... Do we have lethal? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to block, so this could go face. So I bolt this, attack with everything. They block here. They take 3, 4, 5. Let's see. So if I firebolt this, they'll block here. They start by taking 3. They take an additional 3 down to 6, and then I... Monstrous Rage an additional 3 up to 9, so it's not lethal. But I can clear their board and put them to like 3. Which seems pretty good. And then next turn we could even just play the actual Virtue. And then Raid Bombardment will just like kill them before blocks, potentially. So okay, they go to 3. And there we go. All right, man, the deck is humming along when it does what it wants to do. Got tons of removal, tons of synergy. good amount of rats. See if we can get this trophy. All right, on the draw, this hand is a little slow, but I'm not in the business of mulliganing a hand that has both a red and a black in it. Well, our only play is trainee here, and while I would like to get the 2 1/1s on the battlefield, I mean, they might just have Candy Grapple, so I guess if I waited one more turn, it's going to be great with the 2 rats and the raid bombardment and everything. It's just, do I have that time? I'm not under a ton of pressure yet. Let's wait on that. I can even play Thief next turn. Get a treasure. And then that ramps me just a little bit. Yikes. Okay. So let's play Thief here. Get the treasure. And then pass. Now we have 4 mana next turn. A land would be outstanding. So we could Ballgast and we could celebrate at instant speed by casting Pest Problem. That would be pretty good. Okay, they did potentially have the Candy Grapple. I could have saved it with Monstrous Rage. I don't think I need to do that, though. Sure. Land? Okay. So now we play Ballgast and we celebrate at instant speed here. Sure, we'll cut in on that on our turn. I think I'll give it here. So we have to take 4 now. We might lose this race. We got off to a pretty darn slow start. So I can play Trainee and hold up Embereth Blaze here. I could play Raid Bombardment, but that doesn't... I need to add to the board in some sort of way. I think I'm just going to hold up Virtue of Courage and Monstrous Rage. Candy Grapple. Torch the tower, dealing 3. Alright, so this will replace the Young Hero role, but that's okay. We're doing our best to stabilize. Negotiator is going to be great. If we can get to bargain here. Yikes. Yikes. That was rough. So we take 5 now. And they have a freaking monstrous rage to finish us off. Close. Good enough. Go to 1. Still can't High-Fae Negotiator, unfortunately. Can Firebolt the Totentans, but that gives them a rat. So I have to Ballgast and hold up Virtue of Courage here. Oh wait, the Wicked roll is just gonna kill me. I have to chump with Grand Ballgast. Okay, we're still alive. Okay. Really need a land here. Oh! Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, that's not a land. So the only way I survive right now is firebolting their rat? No, because I still died to Totentans. I had so many turns to draw a land to actually potentially win this game, but no. Gosh, I got really close here, but we just die now. It's really frustrating. I feel like we had what was needed to win that game. It just could not draw the cards in the right order. These can't block. Any one of these is lethal. We need 3 creatures. We can make a rat that also can't block. Give creatures menace. Firebolt this. Can't do any of those. Man, I feel like we had that. Just could never draw the extra land to stabilize. If we had cast the Negotiator with Bargain, I think we win. Alright, we get to go first this time. The hand is a little slow, but a land lets us play Butcher, and we've got a bunch of removal here. So, can grapple something, Firebolt for 3, then Firebolt for 4. I guess that's the thing we're going to grapple. Trainee, okay, that's not the end of the world. We can just Butcher now to get some board presence. They attack, I can't block, obviously. Do we win this race? Potentially. Let's try it. Hit them for 5. Create a treasure. Play giant. Okay. Still missing lands, which is annoying, but we have a good board presence right now. Sure. I don't think I want to firebolt, or I don't think I want to firebolt that. I'm fine trading it with the Butcher here. We have the Song of Totentans to close out this game at some point. So let's go to combat. Let's just do this. Go to damage, and then if they try to save it, maybe I can firebolt in response. Yeah, like at this point, I think it's fine to get this clean 2-for-1. Now we've got so many creatures that can just basically kill them from nowhere. Yikes. Hopefully that doesn't end up mattering. Although they just put 8 power and toughness on the board out of nowhere, so that is a problem. So if I play Redcap Thief and then Trainee, next turn I Song of Totentans for 3. I attack with everything. They get hit down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 before they even block. Conversely, I can do Trainee on their end step. And then Totentans on my turn. Let's try that. I suppose they're just mono red here. We've seen a good amount of mono colored decks this format. Would very much like them to brick. One in a red deals 1 to any target. Jeez. I thought this was just fire breathing. Why is that card so good? Yeah. If they overextend here, they might kill themselves. Let's see if they attack. Yeah, you probably didn't want to do that. So we do Totentans for 2 and then Sugar Rush. That should do it. Right? That would be 4 rats attacking for 8 damage plus 3 is 11. And that should do it. All right, beat a Realm Scorcher Hellkite. All right, so we are 2 drafts into the format in VOD form and have 2 trophies, 7 and 2. I didn't think this deck was outstanding. I also didn't think I played particularly well today, but it still managed to just rattle off a 7-2 pretty easily. I mean, you know, double Candy Grapple, double Nightmare, double Rage, double Firebolt with how many, 12 spells in the deck. I mean, it worked out just fine. Never even got to cast a Negotiator. If we did in that second to last game, we would have gone 7-1. Wow, what a deck. What a day. Thanks for being here. See you next week for more daily draft content.